Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I posed that question the other day. I said, hey, what would you do? The last night of the cruise, I was invited to the new dining experience 360 on the Discovery Princess, and also that's the same night as the shows, and I probably wouldn't be able to get to the show and get a good seat, and it's a show I've never seen before, so what the heck do I do? Well, many of you chose, Don, what are you thinking? You go to the dining experience. Now remember, I also was on a diet and trying not to gain any weight on the cruise, so dining with wine and alcohol, probably not a great thing for my diet. However, I chose to go to 360 simply because normally you have to be in a suite to get on and get into this. It's only available on currently 2 ships on the entire Princess Fleet, basically the world right now. So a unique dining kind of chef's table. I had to jump on it. And it did not disappoint, at least for me. I'll have another video coming out about something else on my Just Don channel later, but for now, let's just talk about our experience. I got to go with a friend of ours, Christy and Angelina. We were all invited to go, and we show up. The way it works is you meet outside of Sabatini's, the Italian restaurant, on deck 5 on the Discovery Princess, and once you're there's a little meet and greet. They serve you a cocktail. On the cocktail, it actually says 360 in gold written on your cocktail, and then they take your picture, and we figured this would be for like a photo, like the chef's table. They usually bring a photo out and you get to show you were at the chef's table. However, what this did is actually appear in the 360 dining experience. I'll get to that a little bit later. So we were brought in. There was room for 20 people, 10 on each side. There's a slight entrance on one end where they bring in the food from the Sabatini's kitchen, and there is an exit on my end. So this way, there's basically a thoroughfare through. So you can walk in and out. And the gap is literally 3-4 feet tops, right? So you have 10 on one side, 10 on another. And you're seated down, and you are assigned a seat. You just don't walk in and sit willy-nilly anywhere you want. You are assigned a seat, and the reason for that is the menu is designed and the pictures are designed for you to be able to see it. So I sit down at my table, and they say, here, tap on the table in front of you. I tap on the table in front of me, and bam, 360, welcome to 360 symbol shows up with our names underneath it as well. So that's kind of a unique thing. You don't see that too often you might see a name tag on your table, but it actually is part of the cinematic experience. Now, this dining hall has these screens all the way around, and it's basically telling a story of a traveler who starts off in Greece and tries different foods in Greece, and then moves to Italy, and then moves to France. And it's actually narrated by Brooke Shields, if you remember her. Blue Lagoon, things like that. So, very popular actress. She has her own cooking show as well, by the way. And so, Brooke Shields narrating was kind of different. Wasn't expecting it. And then all around behind you and to the side, you can see it all the way around. There are different scenes that come out, and you will see scuba divers diving down to pick up things in the ocean, and you will see farms, and you will see beehives, etc., etc. All while Brooke Shield is introducing you to the different countries you're visiting and the farmers and the chefs who are making the meal and creating it in front of you. And all the food, by the way, is actually from those areas. They do not just run to a local market and pick it up and bring it on. These are all brought in from the places that you're seeing on the screen. For example, one of the wines that they were showing us and teaching us about was one where they age the wine in the water. They submerge the wine in the water. Now, if anyone knows wine, you know when it's sitting there and it's aging, they have to turn the bottles. You have to turn the bottles every once in a while, so it helps to stir the ingredients, and it helps age the wine. Well, in the ocean, the natural waves of the current and things like that will age the wine already. So, yeah, I thought, and pretty neat. And also, when they bring out the bottles, there's all kinds of stuff on the outside that was trying to grow, like coral and stuff that was trying to grow on the bottles. And so they leave it on there as it's kind of like a symbol of what they are. And the wine tastes, you know, I think it ages something like 3 times faster by putting it in the water. And it was actually, all the wines that they had us try were paired perfectly with the meal. We tried all kinds of different food, from, you know, different types of salad to food enhanced with honey, with lemon. We had beef, we had crawdads, we had shrimp. We had all kinds of things in our meal. It was delicious. The plates, well, the tables themselves would also change. Like the screen on the table would change depending on where we were and what kind. Sometimes it would look like a picnic table. Sometimes it would look like you're under the ocean. Also, the scenes that it would sometimes show. Sometimes it would show like a plate in front of you. And if you're in Greece, one of the things you want to do is you go, oompa, and you smash the plate. Well, if you take your hand and you hit it on top, you end up the plate will smash in front of you as well. Also, little different scenes all around. Will have like a little bowl will be on the table. It'll move around, it'll charge. There's a little car that'll drive around. A dancing lady with a fan will dance around. A sheep will appear on your plate and start bawing at you like this. All little things. And think of Le Petit Chef if you've ever been that on celebrity cruise lines. Well, it's enhanced even more with all the 360 screens all around you, plus the interaction at the table. And then as you're finishing off your meal, they start showing you in like photograph sessions, like black and whites, where you're now in the scene around you from the picture that they took on your way in as a couple, a group, or a single person, whichever you happen to be. So yes, was it worth it? Oh, absolutely. It was delicious. The food was really good. The wine paired nicely, and I'm not a drinker. I know nothing about wines. That's why I let the sommeliers choose my wine whenever I'm having wine, because they know better than I do what goes with what. Because as far as I'm concerned, give me a Diet Dr. Pepper and I'm happy. So the wine worked out really good. It was narrated. We had a hostess as well who would come out and show us the wine and talk a little bit and show us how to interact with different things. All in all, it took just over about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half, including the reception beforehand. So it was all timed like this. Timed. And I'm telling you, if you get a chance to do it, the 360 experience was amazing. I enjoyed it thoroughly. They even shoot scents in. Think 4D theaters where, you know, all of a sudden you'll smell lemon or you'll smell garlic, because they'll infuse the air with slight sprays from above and give you the atmosphere as well. And then they throw in the music from Italy and the music from Greece, etc., and the France. Yeah, I am not disappointed that I went and had the 360 dining experience as well. And then just to top it off, I did manage to get in and see the show anyway. Just barely. We showed up like 10 minutes before it started. But luckily we had a group of 100 and a bunch of people were looking out for us, and they actually kept us some seats. So we were able to see, you know who you are out there. Thanks very much for that. And yeah, I highly recommend the 360 dining experience if you ever get a chance on the Princess Cruise Lines. Right now, I believe it's only Discovery and Enchanted. I know they will have it on the Sun Princess when it launches. and hopefully they bring it out more on the other Royal class ships like the Regal, the Royal, and you know, the Sky, those ships as well, because this is a unique experience, and I would gladly do this again. So did I make the right choice? Does it sound like something you're interested? Are you a bit of a foodie? Let me know in the comments down below, and I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.